Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tripoli here, back with another Lords Mobile video. And what I've been requested to do is talk about how to build a free-to-play castle and get unlocked T4 in the smallest amount of time and the best way possible. Now, one of the most useful tactics for building a T4 account is becoming a resource hyper. Now, a resource hyper, well, for all bases, you need to have, I believe it's a requirement to upgrade some of these, manners and infirms. I think you need to have for one of each type of resource building. So you'll have to have one of those, but then the rest, like say you were a lumber hyper. I used to be a lumber hyper personally, so I used to have all these tiles with lumber, and I used to produce like 2.5 million lumber an hour. It was very nice. Like, say you have two accounts, you can send to the other account, store it up, and then post in global chat, hey, anybody looking for some wood? I'm selling this wood for speed ups, and then you can make deals. You can cut deals with other people and other players, and you can make some good amount of speed ups for hell events, guild fest, all types of rewards. Some things that go into to making a wood hyper. We'll talk about familiars. I think we'll talk about familiars first. So when it comes to familiars, there's two types of familiars. Well, at least for we'll just talk about a wood hyper for now. Obviously there's more familiars. Like this one is, I believe. Nope, no, it's not. It's from transmutation time. Let's see. So for wood hyper, I've got this guy leveled up. The level 7 lumberjack. It gives me a 15% production boost, right? Now, if I head down to Toe Tempest, he gives me a 14% timber production boost. You basically want to get any kind of boost wherever you can. Going into economy, I have level 9 timber harvesting. That gives me a good chunk of boost. And then another stat that gives me extra wood is my gear. So if we take a look at my gear, the first piece being hard rocks gear, timber production rate plus 11.75%, and then we come down to here we've got timber production rate plus 23.5%, and we keep going down. That's called the worm rod there. And then we keep coming down. We've got the Terror Blade. That's at purple, 16%, very good. And then we got the Burning Scrolls. Burning Scrolls are very important. You want to have them equally leveled out to give you the maximum efficiency as to when it comes to production rate. So you can get 3 of those and have them help you boost your wood. Also, when it comes to guild coins, just 19,200 coins can give you an extra 25% boost. That's also very helpful for producing resources. Now, obviously, like I said, you don't have to go for wood hyper. You can go for like a different one, like stoner or gold, food, whatever you want to do. But for heroes, I have Rose Knight gold. She gives at gold. She gives plus 150% timber production, and we head down to here. We've got Incinerator. Also gives 30% timber per 30% at blue, 150% at gold. If I were to have her gold, that's also very useful. That's about as far as resource hypers go, and it's very useful to have one. Now, as far as troops are concerned, okay, here's what you don't want to be doing. You might say, hey, I'm a purple castle. I'm castle 17. I just unlocked T3. I think it's the best kind of troop in the world. It's so good. Attacking people is so fun, and I love just the rush, the adrenaline rush. But what you don't realize is how far away you are from T4 and how long it's going to take you to get there if you continue to fight. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to be constructing T3. Now, I'm not saying you have to become a solo trap like me at all, okay? But what I recommend is that you're producing T2 all the way up until you get your T4. And then you can start producing some T4. But no T3 allowed. It's a waste of time. You should just keep shielded. And you should try to, if you spend any money, it should be on shielding. And, don't do this at all. You see this? This is what you don't want to do, okay? This is what I don't recommend, doing this. Nobody should be doing that. Not at least free to play. Gems are not to be spent on troops at all. It is such a waste, and you could be spending them on much better things. On to what you could be spending those gems on. Otherwise, the better way to allocate those gems is battle hall, prison, and altar. You need all three of these leveled up to level 25. All three of these buildings. And it takes 200,000 gems per building. That's a total of 600,000 gems. And as well as Vault 25, Trading Post level 25, and Castle Wall 25. That's all what you need for Academy 25. It doesn't say prison here, but you need the prison to unlock the altar. So therefore, you do need the prison. If you were wondering about that. So yeah, you really want to be saving your gems for upgrading those. Another great way to spend your gems is on the Treasure Trove. Treasure Trove is the greatest free-to-play building there is in general. I've got mine up to 6, but what you want to do is you want to keep depositing, doing 30-day deposits as much as possible, and then continuing to upgrade yours to max level. Because it just keeps giving you more and more gems back, and it keeps recycling those gems, and it just keeps giving you them back, right? Now, as far as heroes come, the ones you want to focus on, obviously, if you're going to be hypering, you want to focus on the heroes that get you the most resource production stats first, and then you want to head into heroes like Trickster. Trickster gives you passive boosts. We got research speed plus 25%. That's a huge help when it comes to doing your research and whatnot. We got these monster hunt boosts as well. Another one is where is she? Scarlet Bolt. There she is. Scarlet Bolt gives you construction speed at max level. Construction speed 20%. Energy max energy boost of max energy cap at plus 3,000. That's a very good passive ability. Ones you don't want to focus on, passive ability wise, this is useless. Wall defense is absolutely useless and garbage. As well as I believe there's Death Knight. I don't know where. I don't think I've got him unlocked. I've got him somewhere, I guess. Oh, he's right up there. But he also provides, wall defense. You don't really want him. Yeah, not until last, I guess. Nothing you should be worried about to focus on. And then other heroes for say taking hits, or which you wouldn't be doing as this free to play player who's going to be shielding all the time, creating troops, and doing research, plugging away. It really is a long haul if you're a free-to-play player, but this is just the best way to do it. Just keep shielded and keep plugging away researches and plugging out T2 troops. But you want to focus on heroes with troop max HP and troop attack. Stuff like Oathkeeper, Demon Slayer, Snow Queen. Bomb and Goblin gives army attack 20%. That's also very good. That's saying 60% attack between the three. The three troop types that are going to be in there. I guess if you want to count Siege, it's 4, but nobody really counts Siege. Also, she gives 50% cavalry max HP plus 20% army attack. Very good hero. Most commonly used as people's leaders. And then there's Child of Light for cavalry. We've got, right there. Another thing, I mean, you can kind of focus. What I would recommend is that you focus a lot on research watcher events. You really got to look out for these. You got to save up a lot of speed ups. You got to, and as you level up your free to play base, you want to focus on getting your watcher upgraded to gold. These events come in, like once, twice every day, typically, and you want to save, your big researches for getting his medals. He's considered a free-to-play hero, but he is very hard to upgrade. It's going to take a very long time if you're free-to-play to upgrade him, but it's definitely worth taking the extra time to look out for his hell events. Onto my wall composition. As you can see, I've got Rose Knight, Cavalry, Army Attack, Range Attack. We've got Army Attack again, Infantry, Infantry. It's a mixed all around. It's pretty mixed. To make up for the lack of a Cav hero, I've got, this 15%, this guy gives 15% attack for Cav. He's definitely unlockable as free-to-play. And another familiar that's very helpful, one that I found very helpful is Acroris. At max level, he gives you, every 12 hours, 60 to 120 STA. This will help you unlock all your heroes. This is basically like giving you sort of a brave heart every 12 hours. It's not like, exactly a brave heart. It might not be exactly a brave heart, but it gives you an ass load of STA to go work with on your heroes. I find that very helpful. So now let's go into research as a free-to-play player. I think what you're going to want to focus on a good amount is getting these up to a certain good level, especially if you're going to be a resource hyper. Construction speed is a very good one to look at. Defense tree, garbage. Don't even take a second look at that. Okay. Upgrade defense, also garbage. Don't take a look at that. Waste of time. Don't look back. Military, it's something you want to focus on, probably a little more late game, especially if you're going to be shielded this entire time. You're not going to need it until you get your T4. But economy maxed and military maxed is required to unlock T4, which is down here. Now, Monster Hunt. Monster Hunt is probably the most important out of the three, because if you're a decent mite and you have good Monster Hunt research, you're able to use that as a bargaining chip to get into bigger guilds. You're like, hey, I can hunt 2 or 3 level 2 monsters a day. And they're like, oh, well, you do look low, but because you can do that, I'll let you into my guild. And that's because monster hunting is the foundation of good guilds. As you can see, I don't have it too leveled up as part of my might, but it's very good to level all these up and get them as high as possible, because people like recruiters and stuff, they love that. Familiar battle sigils, wonder battles. You're not gonna be focusing on that at all. Don't even look at it. Upgrade. We already went over that. Upgrade military. No, this is pretty important. This is like semi-important. It's not too big, but later on it definitely will be. I would focus on these T2 subsidies as you're creating your T2 armies to make it cheaper. Army leadership. You definitely want to unlock the formations to get down to this max deposit. This max deposit will help you get more gems from the treasure trove. It's very good research to have. Now let's go into military command. Mythic gear. This is semi helpful. Stamina limit. This helps if you go AFK for a little bit and you let your stamina fill up or whatever. You have more that you can get and come back to. Shelter expansion, you won't need that if you're shielded. And the rest of this is pretty much useless except for max deposit 2. Once again, can max help your treasure trove. And I almost forgot to mention, when you are training troops, you're going to want to have majority manors. So basically replace these two with infirmaries and replace the rest of these infirmaries with manors, and that's what you're going to want. You just want to keep plugging out troops and keep plugging out troops as you are, aiming for your T4. Some other things to look at are what's it called? Saving up your holy stars. Now there isn't one as of now in the labyrinth, but you want to save up your holy stars for certain what's it called? Special events where a certain monster appears in the labyrinth, and it says that it gives rare materials. Rare materials, they're just common drops off of these, but you want to save your holy stars for them because they'll start to add up, and you'll start to be able to level your higher level gear, like your level 60 gear, your war gear, up to uncommon or maybe even rare at some point in the future. But it's especially good after Phantom Knights come out and you get a bunch of, you use all your energy packs on the Phantom Knights and get a bunch of holy stars. And, you can just smash a bunch of say there's Frostwing Hearts and you're going after a great sword or whatever. Now back onto gear. What you want to be focusing on for the majority when it comes to war gear, you want to be focusing on level 60 gear. You don't want to spend any time on any other kind of gear other than level 60. There's a few pieces that are decent at like mythic level. Like as you can see, I've got this ancient circlet, Lost Islands relic it's called. I use that for my trap. That's pretty good as far as war gear goes for level 40. But level 60 gear is where you want to focus on and focus all your mats on. As far as construction gear, you're gonna want to go for the Sentinel circlet, and for research the Lunar Flute for the accessories. For another piece for construction, Griffin's Talon. And there's some other, other pieces of equipment that'll help you, with construction boost, research boost, and whatnot. Very helpful for getting your research done. That's about it for all my tips for, free-to-play castles and whatnot. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like in the comment section if you are. Did I just say leave a like? I think that's funny. Leave a like, leave a comment in the comment section if you enjoy, and give me some feedback. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, whatever. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.